Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic TBC and our Human Mage playthrough. Today we're starting things off in Stormwind City. We are going to be headed back to Westfall today. But first, I have a couple things to take care of in the city. I've already trained our next level of skinning because we had kind of capped out. I was farming it last night for a little bit, and I realized that I wasn't getting any skill ups. And yeah, so that got trained. We're going to come over here now, and we're actually going to take the next mage quest. Because the last one was kind of interesting, but it also just kind of dead-ended. And I'm wondering if they're going to continue that same plot thread. It had to do with the waters here in Elwyn being corrupted. That was the plot thread as much as I can remember it. I've also picked up all the quests here for the Deadmines. So we're going to be doing that, I hope, really soon. Obviously, us doing that depends mainly on whether or not there are human beings running the dungeon at our level. We can just throw ourselves in here, and we'll do that while we play. We are a little bit low level for it. But ultimately, it should be fine if we do get a group that's going to rely on there being a tank and a healer and somebody willing to put the group together. That's not going to be me today. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I should say thank you for clicking on the video and for choosing to spend some of your life here with me. I really do appreciate it. I have a mission for you here in the Mage District. Listen closely, for there is no time to waste.
Have a good one.
Investigate the Blue Recluse. A disturbance has been reported at the Blue Recluse Tavern in the Mage Quarter. Strange, invisible creatures now wander the tavern, and I fear a mana rift has formed there. I want you to investigate the tavern and capture those creatures. Use the cantation? Use the cantation? The cantation? Like incantation? Why is it just the cantation? Why not incantation? Anyway, use the cantation of manifestation in the tavern to make the creatures visible. Subdue them, then use a containment coffer to capture them. Obviously, it rhymes. Okay. Obtain the cantations of manifestation and a chest of containment coffers from behind Jenna Cannon. Okay, so we have to grab these items. Alright, there's one item. Okay. And now we just need to head over to the Blue Recluse Inn. I think I'm going to try to work in like more stuff in the city when I have to go back to train and things like that for you guys to see, because I realize that through all these playthroughs that I've done on basically all the characters we've ran on, I don't really show the cities and I don't really show the training bits or anything like that. I tend to cut a lot of it out, and that's not really letting you guys see the whole world or like experience major parts of the world. That, you know, if you've played the game before, you probably have some like fond memories and strong attachments to these parts of the world. And if you haven't really played before, then it's still something that's probably really nice to see. So I'm going to try to include more of that stuff when I take us back to town and train and things like that. As a consequence, when I do those things, the episodes might be a little bit longer. So an episode where I have to go back and train is probably going to be a little bit longer than like an episode where I don't. Okay, so here we are. Use the cantation of manifestation to reveal rift spawn. Okay. So we're going to have to go in our inventory for this. If my inventory weren't so poorly managed. So that's the item we need to catch them. Let's empty some of our inventory here. Without selling any of our... I'm trying to hold on to the boar parts because I know that in Red Ridge there is a quest where we need boar parts. Might even need buzzard feathers, so I'm going to hang on to those. What can I safely get rid of here? Gear that we don't need. Crocolisk meat, I don't think I need that. Apparently I've just been doing a really poor job of keeping my inventory tidy. Which is not surprising and probably does not surprise anybody who's been around the channel for a while. Okay, that being said, I don't see the item it's talking about after all that. Oh, I was able to equip these shoulders at level 17 as well as these pants. I think I did that off recording. So these were things that we were able to craft as I leveled up our tailoring that we have now equipped. Yeah, I mean, unless I sold this thing. Oh, here we go. It just doesn't look... I, for some reason, expected it to resemble the item we picked up in the world. Obviously, it's going to have a normal icon. Let's just try this. Okay, cool. Huh. I kind of thought it was going to reveal enemies to fight, but I guess I misunderstood. Let's try the far corner over here and then we'll head upstairs. It does have a short cooldown. Oh, here we go. Now, okay, maybe I have to fight this? I wonder what other people see when I'm fighting this. Do they see the mob, or am I just like casting at nothing? Okay, and then... Oh, then he turns into this? And then we collect it. The one was like already filled, I guess. So it's like a trap from Ghostbusters, right? Got it. We have to make sure we don't look directly into it. Though I'm not sure what happens if we do. See, this is really cool because it's taken us into a tavern that we probably would never have gone into otherwise. And we're actually, like, doing some combat here, doing some fighting in a place that you wouldn't really think that you would. And I think that's really cool for a class quest to do that kind of stuff. What's really cool is, like, we're not being forced to do this to unlock a major part of our class. That's been my favorite thing so far. So he's stunned. I can't, Oh, we throw it out. Okay, yeah, it is like a trap. I have to throw the trap. I literally have to throw the trap and then click the trap. I finally figured it out. You know, we're done with the quest. At least by the end of it, I figured out how it was working. Alright. Very cool. I like it. Let's go get it turned in and see if it chains. The first one we did didn't chain into anything. Pretty sure we just went, we did it, and it ended. And we got a neat staff for our efforts. We'll see what happens here.
Well met.
Have you captured the creatures? They must be studied in order to determine the reason behind their arrival. Very well done. I will study these creatures and, with diligence and luck, determine how they slipped into our world. Your value to the Society of Mages grows. Gathering materials. You have served your fellow mages well, and now it is time to don your wizard's robe. Wynne Larson can make your robe, but you must bring her the needed materials. Bring 10 linen cloth and 6 charged rift gems. The robe will be made of linen, which is easy to find, but you must also gain charged rift gems. And the only known location of the gems is in the Silver Stream mine of Loch Modan. Oh, I think I have kept our hearth over here at the Stout Lager Inn. That could help us out. The Silver Stream mine of Loch Modan, left in crates by the Dwarven Miners League. Gather the linen and the gems and bring them to Win Larson at the Larson Clothiers in the Mage District.
See you around.
Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, we can hearth and we can go do this. The trouble is then it's going to be a little bit of time in getting back. I can just hop a flight back at that point and go refresh my coffee and cut back in. That would be okay. So yeah, let's go do this. I want to do this one. I'm glad that I forgot to reset my Hearthstone in Westfall. This time, guys, being forgetful has actually helped us. I know. You'd think it wouldn't be able to, but sometimes it does. Alright, head to the north here. I'm thinking we have to get Blink pretty soon, right? We must get Blink at 18 or 20. It would be really nice to have Blink. As it is, we're not going to have Blink for very long before we get our mount, now that we get our mounts at level 30. Let's clean up our quest log a little bit here. We don't really need to be tracking all this stuff right now. Let's head over here. And the entrance is going to be around the northern side. We'll skin these corpses now that I can actually get skill ups. Yeah, it was like the one time I decided to spend some time leveling up skinning off recording, and I was capped. Took me a few kills to realize that I wasn't getting any skill ups from yellow marked bodies. And as a result, we did gain a little bit of experience from last time. Looks like a cloudy, maybe stormy day here in Loch Modan. I don't know if I've ever seen the sky like this. It's not raining, but sure looks like it could open up at any moment. I think we'll be able to bypass these guys, since they are much lower level than us now. So let's do that. Now, are they reusing these assets, or is this a different... We came in here once before looking for stuff, or the tools for Stormpike. Huh. Okay. Similar to last time, these guys have been killed in here. It's marked as minor league. Now I don't know if this person might be clearing to this objective. I think we are sharing these same objectives across multiple quests. Let's go help out a little bit there. And take care of this one too. Oh yeah, I've been really bad. A lot of you guys point this out and I appreciate it. I'm bad at like giving people my buffs. The thing is, after playing a warrior for so long, and then playing on the rogue, and then playing on a shaman, like, I'm not used to playing on a class that has buffs that I can give to people. So it's literally just that I'm not in practice of even thinking about giving buffs to people. Which I need to break that habit. I do need to be tossing out the old arcane intellect to folks when I see them out in the world, or they've helped me or I've helped them. I could just like throw it on everybody I see, depending on how many people that is. That could drain our mana significantly while we're trying to quest. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. I need to be giving it to more people. Yep. That is a fact. I need to give it to myself too, also. That's cute. I think we are going after the same objectives though, so we're gonna have, let's get some distance here. And that way we can work on getting this done without fighting for crates. And I will definitely use that potion at some point. Doesn't look like this goes very much deeper. Well? Oh, we ticked all these guys off. That's not great. This could be bad. This could be a time to use our mana potion. We have really low mana right now. Not the kind of resources you want when you're going into a fight with what might be an elite. Somebody explained to me how to read the icon. Now this is a silver dragon with no wings. I think that means that it has the health of a normal enemy. Silver dragon, no wings, right guys? Yeah, this is the potion time, yeah. Because he doesn't have the health of an elite, but he has more health than a normal enemy. We're gonna have to wait for Frost Nova and hope that that got him. Okay, we might be able to get him as long as it doesn't break prematurely. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Oh, he dropped some gear. Look at him. Like a boss. Leather boots and strength, stamina, mail. See, now if we had partied up with that paladin, they probably could have used this. Doesn't look bad either. That was a big resist that we didn't need. I think that was too soon. I felt like he was close enough to us, but yeah, we didn't get him with that Frost Nova. Oh, I don't even have the linen cloth that I need. That's hilarious. I did work on first aid a little bit as well, and thanks to that, I am gonna have to just buy a stack of linen on the auction house, which is fine. We have a little bit of gold, so yeah, not a big deal. Are there any more crates back here? No. Oh yes, yes there is. All the way back. Alright, so now all we have to do is get back to town. I'm going to jump on a flight point. That's going to take a little while to get us back to Stormwind. And we'll buy some linen off of the auction house because we don't have any right now. We aggroed somebody else. And yeah, it looks like during the time we were inside the mine, the sky cleared up out here, and now it is sunny and beautiful out. Isn't it nice when that happens? Alright guys, I think all I'm doing from here is I'm jumping on the flight and I'm getting us back over to Stormwind. It's going to be a little bit of a flight during that time. I am going to go refresh my coffee. And yeah, and then I'll come back and I'll cut back in. We'll head to the auction house, we'll pick up some linen. And we will get this one turned in, and I don't know what we get out of this. It doesn't show us the reward here yet. There's going to be the chain where we then take the supplies to her, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if what we're getting is going to be better than what we have. We do have a 4 intellect, 4 spirits robe of the owl, level 14. Kind of hoping that what we get is pretty good so that we can wear it, but we'll see. Either way, I think it's a pretty cool quest. It did do the thing that a lot of class quests do though, where it takes you like really, really far out of your way. We got really lucky with the Hearthstone. Otherwise, I guess it would have just been a bit of flying. Unless you had not been here at all. If you had just been questing in the human areas, and you hadn't made your way out here, then it could have been inconvenient for a player. It could have been a little bit daunting for like a new player. Someone who's not as familiar with navigating the world. But you know, sometimes you have to go through those things. Off with you. To become comfortable with the world. It requires you to do that kind of traveling. Anyway guys, I'll see you in for what you will be like a split second. Alright, I did get an invite from this paladin to join a group for Deadmines. That being said, they haven't pulled anybody else into the group. There are a few people in LFG. Maybe I'll prod him. I don't know how to refer to it. We'll refer to it as LFD. Alright, let's stop at the auction house and we'll get some linen. We only need 1, but I'll go ahead and just, well, we'll buy something, whatever's convenient. If they have one for sale, we'll do that. I don't know if we need any more linen for anything, so maybe buying a stack might be a little bit wasteful. We don't need it for tailoring anymore, and I don't believe we need it for first aid either. I love when I type in the name exactly, but for some reason the first thing that comes up is not the exact item. Yeah, let's just go ahead and buy 1 for 46 copper. And now we're taking this back into the Mage Quarter. Alright, so we got a Gnome Warrior. That's really cool. I like that. I like the idea of that class race combination a lot. It's just really cool to think about. Like a tiny little dwarf, or gnome rather, standing toe to toe with giant bosses in a raid. Here we go. Win Larson.
I buy and trade.
Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Quel'th the Lost, wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Luke and Cordell and some of our other tradesmen have been doing a fine job of filling our orders with quality merchandise. I wonder how much like flavor you miss from the world from like not reading their little intro bits that the NPCs have. Hello, Jania told me you would come. Do you have something for me? Oh, we do. Yes, these are great pieces of linen. I can make fine robes with them, and after I weave the rift gems into it, we'll have a garment fit for a mage.
Safe travels.
These are fine pieces. Let me get started on your robe. It's all finished. That was really quick, and you didn't even have to move.
Light be with you.
Here is your robe. It's one of my best made yet. Wear it with pride, and when people ask, tell them you got it at the Larson Clothiers. Well, I mean, it has 6 intellect on it.
Be careful.
I think we're gonna rock it for now. Oh, it looks pretty cool too. I like it. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll definitely wear it for now. And that got us to level 18, which is really awesome because it means that before we do this dungeon, we can go train our level 18 skills. How am I going to handle this dungeon? I think I'm just going to leave it as part of this episode. Sometimes, you know, I have the habit of breaking out the dungeons and kind of keeping them in their own playlist, but I don't really know how beneficial that is for anybody. The reason I typically do that is I guess my thought process is that there must be people who are only interested in seeing the dungeon runs. But I think what I'll do instead is I'll put a marker down in the playhead so people know when the questing is for the mage quest and when they can jump just to the dungeon if they want to do that. It gets confusing chronologically when I stop midway through an episode, carve out a dungeon, and then I have to finish the questing bit, and I don't really ever know where to put that in the order of the playlist.
Need help?
It gets a little bit confusing. So I think we'll just leave it in. Amplify Magic, Remove Lesser Curse, Fireball rank 4, and that's it. Nothing from the nothing from our Frost Tree, but we do get another point. I think I'm gonna keep going. I really want the crit. I really want this. Like, I really want this. This is really good for when we're questing, obviously. It takes them longer to get to us. If they stay chilled longer, they're slowed for more. Maybe I'll go back and forth a little bit here. I don't really care about freezing them in place right now. I'm definitely not doing this optimally, but yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with this Frost Mage. Part of me wants to do the AoE, but part of me knows that that's going to be like its own thing, right? Maybe we'll do that for a little bit, and I'll just see what I'd like to see what it's like to farm like big groups, right? But that's not really like my focus in these playthroughs. Like, we are going to quest, we are going to be questing, obviously. Like, I'm not just going to farm this character up by doing big group kills and stuff. Like, that's not really how I enjoy leveling. I would like to experience it once and see what it's like. So maybe once we get our mount, since like from the reading I've done, what really helps is to have your mount. You can run through a big pack, you know, kind of let them clump up. You can drop off your mount, you can freeze them, blink, blizzard, Cone of Cold, like, but I think having your mount is probably a good idea. So for now, I think we'll do more of a single target thing, and I think we want this crit, right? Anyway, okay, let's see, what do we have here? This is Nomergon. I'm not gonna grab that yet. I don't know when we'll do Nomergon, but it won't be soon. And I think we can just head over. Let's see where everyone's at. Oh, we're gonna get a summon before we even get there. Yeah, we're gonna get a summon before we get there, but anything else that we want to do while we're in Stormwind? We could find a vendor and drop some of our inventory here.
I supply only the finest goods.
I might put this on the auction house. It's a pretty good piece. Put it up for cheap. Same thing here. Buzzard feathers. I'm gonna hang on to these. I don't know if we'll need them in Red Ridge or not, but boar ribs we're definitely gonna hold on to.
Have a good one.
Alright, let's see if we have time to go toss some items onto the auction house. I'm trying to get better at this because it's going to be something that I want to do in the Fresh Start realm. I want to be putting all of my greens and any bind and equips that we have or that we make in crafting. I want to be putting them in the auction house and kind of getting them out there for other players to use, because otherwise we're just like vendoring them and taking them out of existence. And I'd rather keep things in existence for a while if we can. Maybe they'll be useful to somebody, maybe not, but we can put them up there once and we can see. I'll put them up there for pretty cheap. What do I think of as cheap? Well, we're gonna see. Alright, so this is a pretty good piece of gear for like a level 10 paladin or warrior. So we're gonna go like 25 silvers. Next up, leather with just stamina on it. Not really too great for anybody. We'll go 10 silvers. Let's do the intellect cape. Level 10. That's pretty decent. We'll do 15 silvers on that one. And strength and stam level 10. I think that's a pretty good piece of gear for a fresh level 10 warrior or paladin. And yeah, we got, what else do we have here? Malachite we can do. Let's do like, I don't know, 3 silver seems fine. Oops. Anything else that we want to sell? I think that pretty much does it. There we go. Contributing to the economy. Feels good. What we do need... We need a bunch of water. Ooh. Well, we can make our own water. I guess I could get level 15 water. I think it would be the same... I think it'd be the same as what we have.
Well met.
This is 835. Yeah, let's grab some of this. Okay, I think we're good. Switch over to the tab where I can see people talking in party. So what do we have? We have a Gnome Warrior, we have a Human Paladin, a Human Priest, and a Draenei Shaman. I'm not really the expert on what the way is. We could probably find it. I think like my muscle memory over the years should like just kick in and I should be able to get us to where we need to go, but we'll see. We will see. Now, can we jump down here? I think that we can, right? Oh shoot, are we going the wrong way? Let's put this in a more reasonable position. Out of the way here. I don't actually know if this is the way we need to go. We are kind of waiting on somebody to reach us down here, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of water, and I want to be able to hand out at least a stack to everybody. We'll see if we can accomplish that. Getting interrupted isn't going to help us. Take my water. Take my water. Please? Please take my water. Robert tries to hand water out. Person gets confused. You're a warrior. You don't need it. Maybe it'll be better just to wait till we're in the dungeon. We can get buffed up and everything. I don't think we went the right way. This is the first time I've ever been down here and actually just not heading directly into the portal, so again, I can get lost in a parking lot. So yeah, we definitely took a wrong turn somewhere. Wonder if this will mess them up while they're doing their mining thing. Clicky, clicky. Conjured water. Trade canceled. Well, what are you gonna do? No, you want to trade with me. Okay, everyone's got a little bit of water. It's not the best water in the world, but they have it, so that's good. Let's get intellects going. We are missing our paladin, which is not good. She's somewhere being killed. And she's dead. Right here on the ground. Oh dear. Oh boy, that's not a good start. Do we have a res? Okay, great, perfect, I love it. Please take the res, thank you. Take this intellect. Okay. Alright. A little bit rocky getting in, but here we are. We're officially in the dungeon. Yeah, it's just a shame that we can't make better water than that. Alright, are we ready to get moving here? We should be. We should be. I've tried to figure out this person's name, and all that I can think is that it just must have been slam the keyboard time, right? Like if I put my hands on home row where I type from, and I just start like hitting keys, I could probably hit similar keys. Yeah. That's maybe how they named their character. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's get into the action here. You can do it. Run up there, consecrate something, anything. Please and thank you. Like the slow turn towards the tank. Sharpening your blade. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's promising. Who is tanking? Well, the person with the shield. In this case. Let's turn this to the current fight. We'll track fight by fight, and then we'll look at overall totals at the end, if I remember. I don't really care about numbers that much. I know some people find it interesting, so I try to keep it up, but I often forget to check the overalls. We'll try to watch out for situations where it seems like sheeping might be useful. Like if we get overwhelmed and we have an opportunity to help with CC, we will do that. Ouch. So we have all three of these quests, but I don't think I've ever done any of these before, so I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on the minimap to see if maybe objectives are marked or anything like that. And I'm just hoping we can get some of these done. Okay, we don't want her coming to us. Let's freeze everybody here. Let's target the right person. The priest says WTR or WRT, you gotta use some abilities, LOL. Okay. Yeah, I mean, is he talking to the paladin, maybe? Melee? Judgment of the... See, that sounds right to me. Melee and Judgment. It's a paladin at what? Level 19? They don't have a ton of buttons to press. We have Flame Strike. I'm not sure if like laying down a Flame Strike in these 3 pulls would be useful or just an extra pain. But we can pull that out to our bar here and have a look. We also have Arcane Explosion, so we can do some AoE if we need to. I'll put the AoE up here. However, what I don't have is like an ice block or a don't die button, so I don't really know how smart AoEing is going to be right now. We do need to pull the guys. Well, maybe they're going to come with him. I'm thinking maybe we want to... Oh, we're going in. We're going to focus down the ads first. And two-handed hammer with 11 stamina on it. That could be great for either the warrior or the paladin. Oh, of course. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know if the paladin maybe doesn't have consecrate yet. They have to have consecrate, right? So using some abilities would probably be good, yep. Yeah, I'd like to see a consecrate go up, but maybe the paladins don't have that at level 19. I'm really not sure. I don't remember enough to say one way or another. So we're probably just gonna have to single target stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine if the warrior just goes in and tanks it. That'll work. Looks like we've pulled some ads here. I'm gonna sink my mana into fighting the elite, but there's an evoker too that we need to take out. I don't feel like this paladin is really doing enough. Sometimes I don't even see them auto-attacking, which is interesting. But they're doing damage. It just isn't really holding any aggro. The shaman also could at least be auto-attacking. I'm not sure who is healing. Let's have a look. Healing is being done by the priest. So in that case, I'd like to see the shaman at least like doing something. Even if they're they could probably auto-attack, and that would be better. That's what we're doing with the wands essentially when we're as casters. The priest and I. It's gonna be an interesting run. I can tell that much. It's also gonna be a slow run, it feels like. I will definitely pull that mana. Oh good, we already have that bound. That's perfect, because we're gonna be using that. I should have bought some more potions on the auction house. That would have been a really smart idea. Come back. Okay, sure, we can come back. Miner Johnson. Oh, this is an elite rare spawn. He's got the wing. I see the difference now, guys. After 17 years, in one day I've been able to see 2 different silver dragons, one with a wing, one without a wing, and finally it has clicked. After 17 years of playing the game. I now see the difference. That's a nice cape. Mine's been picked up. Anything else going on back here? I feel like at this level that would be good for anybody. I'd like to just see all greeds on it, so I'm gonna greed on it and hope that everyone follows suit. I mean, the tank could like need on it. I would see like a tank needing on that would be like perfect for a tank. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Whoops, and maybe I lay this down. Hoping we can have a minute here to get some mana back before we pull the whole room and the boss. I hope we don't pull the whole room and the boss. There was a boss in here, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm doing that so people can, like, get distance. And so the tank has a minute to pick them back up. I figure at this point it's about what I can do to be helpful. I feel like if I tried to sheep one of these, it would probably be getting hit by somebody. And so sheeping it at that point wouldn't really have a big benefit. It's just gonna get broken, you know? Yep, drinking now, the good stuff, so we can get, oh, we got the cape. I'm gonna equip it. Yeah, it's a lot of stamina. We lose a little bit of intellect. Is that gonna affect us very much? I don't think so. Having some more health might be good. Alright, we have pulled. Oh, we should probably be taking care of this ad first. I'm gonna focus the ad. A one-handed sword with strength and agility on it. Oh, but we are not quite done yet. I'm gonna pop that potion here, because it looks like the healer is pretty low on mana as well. Healer, you could be wanding. Thank you. Thank you for wanding. We need the DPS. The paladin's not often pressing buttons, it seems. Cloth with intellect. Yeah, obviously we're gonna roll on these along with everybody else. And we got the item that we needed for a quest, so that's good. We'll get a nice wand out of that, it looks like. Not sure how it compares to what we have. Let's help out with this, this group here. Shall we? Okay, we have some aggro here. Let's pull her this way. There we go. I have to stay right in their ineffective range because we're either going to get shot or stabbed, it seems. And she's being weird. That was a weird little physical reset. Okay, now getting some mana back would be nice. I don't think the roll ever resolved. I didn't see... I saw we needed, and then it didn't get handed out, so... I don't know, somebody's not pressing their buttons, and I don't know who it is. Well, I mean, obviously, it's the paladin who's not pressing their buttons. It's weird that the loot has not been given out for that blue. I don't know how long the timer is. I thought the timer would have run itself out by now. Oh, there we go. We did get him. Okay, so yeah, the paladin just isn't pressing any of the buttons needed to like roll or do their abilities or really much of anything. Let's go ahead and equip these bad boys right away. That's pretty huge for us. I'm pretty sure the warrior is just kind of wishing that they had brought a shield. And they're just kind of like taking the role of the tank sort of here, which I'm fine with. The paladin seems to be having a hard time getting into position and then like pressing any of their buttons. I don't know. You know, it's like a game you could play drunk or a kid. Are they drunk or are they a kid? Are they drunk or are they a kid? It could go either way. They could just be a person who is inexperienced with the game, but I would say like at that point, if you're a non-drunk adult and you're not experienced with the game, you're probably not trying to tank. And looking at the name, how the name just kind of looks like somebody slammed some buttons on their keyboard and clicked OK, and they were fine with that. And the fact that it's like 3 in the afternoon, I'm gonna say kid. Yeah, I'm gonna say kid. Like a young kid, probably. Melee, Seal of Righteousness, and Judgment of Righteousness. And that's it. And it's not really about what abilities are being used, it's about how often I look and see them not really even auto-attacking. We're gonna stop here and get some of our mana back for a second. We've just been kind of perpetually low. As anticipated, this is gonna be kind of like the slowest Deadmines that you've ever seen, so buckle up. I can't wait till we get out to the docks and some of those more troublesome pulls where you can pull them down the switchbacks if you're not careful and you get like 2 or 3 groups. That's going to be fun to see how the group holds up to that. Thankfully this warrior seems really good. We're doing very mediocre. So... we are pulling some ads here. Yeah, these guys pulled, the guys back here pulled. Not really a lot I can do. I'm gonna try to DPS down the ones that are lowest. That being said, I really can't afford to be taking hits, so... I really can't afford to be pulling this guy like too far from the tanks, but I have no real hope that the tanks are gonna pick this back up. So I kinda just have to kill it. Yeah, this is gonna be a wipe. Pretty sure. Yeah, the healer's down, so... I hate to kind of say this, and I don't want to whisper the warrior yet, But we might need to replace the paladin. I don't know if that's the problem. They're doing, like, when I look at the DPS, like the damage going out. Oh, okay, well that makes more sense. Yeah, not really sure what the solution is. It was a bad pull, obviously. So yeah, you know, one bad pull, no big deal, but I think there's like kind of a bigger problem going on. Honestly. Little bit of a bigger problem happening. Let's take a look at overall damage done is exactly what you might expect. See, so they're doing something. Mainly just melee. Which is maybe all they have to do. There's just so many times when I look at them and they're not doing anything. If we're having trouble in that room, we're definitely gonna have trouble once we get out to the dock area, right? Oh, we lost our healer, so that's a real thing that happened. He clearly could sense something going on. We've cleared a couple of bosses. Can heal. That's going to require people to run out and summon. Guys, I'm going to do a cut here, and we'll either cut back in with the group back in the dungeon, or we will be just back to doing some questing. We'll see how it turns out. Well, a few things happened. We did end up removing the paladin from the group, but then we lost the healer, and even though there was a healer in the queue and plenty of DPS, the warrior decided they had to go, and the group just kind of splintered. So yeah, there was part of a run of Deadmines. I had to just hearth out of there because we were really deep in there and I didn't feel like fighting my way out. The good thing is, I mean, we got a couple of pieces of gear. We got a quest completed. I should probably check. Okay, that turns into Stormwind. And yeah, so, you know, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you get into a run, and that is how it goes when you're doing pug groups. So we'll try again soon. I think, like, jumping in the queue while we're questing is typically a good idea, especially as DPS. I think we have a better chance if we're just in the queue waiting patiently for a group to form up. It's hard to put a group together as a DPS, because then we're looking for tank and heals, and it's like, it's going to be so hard to sit there and spam for that I'd rather just passively sit in the queue as a potential DPS. So we'll be doing that from now on. We'll probably just run with us in the queue while we quest if we have a dungeon that we want to be working on. But for today, guys, I'm going to get us back to Westfall on the long flight path here, and then take a little break for now, come back later, do some questing in Westfall, and maybe we'll try that again, but I don't know if I'll run it again today. Maybe it'll be something that I think about running either later or tomorrow. But that's how it goes. I kind of like having you guys there for that process of just seeing, like, you know, this is the group forming up, these are the people that we got, and this is what happens. Sometimes we don't finish the run. And yeah, that's just how you guys have all had the same experiences, I'm sure, with pickup groups. So it is what it is. We got really lucky because we got some loot out of it, so I am in no position to complain. For the overall meters, you know, not that it really matters that much, but that's what we were looking at for damage done. The warrior was carrying the group, obviously. So yeah, that's it for me for now, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, especially if you're still here at this point. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here in Azeroth again really soon. Bye now.